Hey, it's your boy Freshy Fletch, and today they just released Benimaru's preview. He's the awesome Ice Soul Weaver. He's an awesome fire warrior. I am very excited about his skill set. He seems so powerful, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this unit. I hope you've been saving up your bookmarks. Anyway, I'll get into the video. If you like the style of video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more content from me and my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the video.
Slowly kisses passing by the river.
So it has finally happened. Benimaru has been released. We have his skill set. I'm very excited about this. Let's go through this really quick, and I'm curious to what you guys think. So he's a fire warrior. Looks like he has 1,000 attack, which is not that bad. 5,500 health, which is decent, and 119 speed. 119 speed is actually on the quicker end. His defense is mid-tier, nothing impressive. He does have some extra critical hit chance, and then on top of that, has some extra critical hit chance in his imprint, which is going to make him pulling for dupes for this character is going to be extremely important. Spawngate keeps doing this. They keep giving us critical hit chance imprints. I think he's probably worth it. Just a little spoiler right there, but his kit looks pretty good. I'm going to go into his kit now, and we'll see what we think. So first, they show the skill 2. Skill 2 seems like a passive here. It says, at the start of the first battle, gains 50 fighting spirit. At the start of an enemy's extra turn, dispels all debuffs from the caster and grants a multi-layer barrier for 2 turns before increasing combat readiness by 25%, which goes up to 40%. Now, this already is a good skill, but I'm going to continue reading. The effect following an enemy's extra turn can be activated once every 2 turns. After attacking, when fighting spirit is full, consumes all fighting spirit to activate health flare. So this skill looks loaded. This skill is loaded. I don't know if it's just me or if this skill is amazing, but multi-layer barrier increases hit chance by 50%. That means he's good against evasion units. Think about those Aidens. Think about those Rylets. Unaffected by debuffs and some harmful effects. Now, I'm not 100% sure about the harmful effects portion of it. I think it's pretty cool though. So what it does is it gives him increased hit chance. On top of that, it gives him like a permanent immunity that cannot be dispelled. And I'm not sure about the harmful effects, but maybe they'll let us know what that means as we go into the video. In addition, when his so he is a fighting spirit character. Let's get that out the way right now. He is a fighting spirit character. He starts the battle with 50 fighting spirit, and in order to activate his passive, he needs 100 fighting spirit, at least according to the text here on the screen. Health Flare attacks all enemies with Dark Flame Spear, penetrates the target's defense by 30%, and when the caster is granted multi-layer barrier, which is his undispellable immunity, which is his undispellable immunity, it penetrates defense by an additional 30%. So you're looking at 60% damage penetration. The closest to compare that to is like Shu. When Shu does push, that's I believe 70%. So he's gonna be doing damage like in that category. This is on his just on his passive. So that's insane. And I want to say it does attack all enemies. So this is going to be an AoE attack. Here, I think if you move on just a little bit, it will. All right, they didn't mention anything about the harmful effects. It just says harmful effects. But if you move on just a little bit here, maybe turn on the sound a little bit.
And the effect following an enemy's extra turn
So,
can only
right there at the turn, when Lilius did her S3, she gets the extra turn. I don't know why they have this Lilius on Border Coin. I think they're trolling. Everyone knows the music box is way better. But anyway, so you see he gets his buff here. He starts the battle with 50 fighting spirit. Okay.
be activated once every 2 turns.
Oh, well, it said his artifact. It didn't show his artifact yet, but it said Benimaru's Tachi. I guess it activates at the start of the turn there. It's pretty cool. And he got increased attack from it. Oh, okay. All right, he got increased attack from that artifact proc. Anyway.
Turns. After attacking.
Oh, okay. So they didn't show They didn't show what happens when his fighting spirit is actually full. It looks like. They just show the passive activating. Okay, so okay. So now they're getting back into the skill two. They showed the skill two again. Okay, that was a little confusing for me there. And this should be the skill two skill right here. Now this already looks pretty sick, but here's the animation. Completely nukes the entire team. That is sick. Think of like a Milim. Think of like, Milim's S3. Oh no, sorry, not S3, S2. Milim's passive when she builds up her focus, how she just nukes the entire team. This did a significant amount of damage. Hold on. That seems kind of insane. Let's go back. Where's the? I don't know if it showed if anyone had defense break or I know he had attack buff. There was one defense break on the team. Let me see if I can get that frame perfect. No, I really can't. But there was one defense break on the team. And other than that, everyone looked like they were at full health for the most part. Completely one shots a Spectre Tenebria. He nearly one shots Last Rider Crow. Was this Crow on Aureus? I think the Crow was on Aureus. He took so much damage. Lilius didn't take nearly as much damage, which is a little bit surprising. Um, but oh, you know what? She had a barrier. Lilius had a barrier. The barrier got taken out. She was defense broken. That's why she took so much damage. Apoc Ravi. I mean, not Apoc Ravi. Spectre Tenebria. She just has low defense. Crow had Aureus, it looks like, and she had a barrier. Okay, but either way, still almost one shot the entire team. This skill is absolutely. Oh, and you know what? It also does the extra 30%. The 30% damage penetration, due to him having his buff, his multi-layer barrier. I like the little design here too. It looks pretty cool. So next up, they do show his skill three. Okay, so skill three, first of all, it acquires 25 fighting spirit. That's the first thing. Remember, he starts the battle with 50 fighting spirit, so this is going to give him an extra 25. Attacks the enemy by slashing their soul, decreasing defense for 2 turns, before increasing combat readiness of the ally with the highest combat readiness except for the caster by 15%. When the caster is granted multi-layer barrier, acquired fighting spirit is doubled. Oh, okay. Okay, that's very interesting. Again, it shows that it increases the hit chance and he's unaffected to debuffs. So let me think on this skill really quick. So attacks the enemy, decreases defense. This is a skill three. Okay, skill three looks like a single target, decreases the target's defense, before increasing combat readiness of the ally with the highest combat readiness. Oh, so similar to Hand Guy, Mediator Quirk, right? You know how he pushes up when on his S1, he'll push up the next person in line as well. I think his is also 15%. And in addition, if the caster's granted multi-layer barrier, acquired fighting spirit is doubled. So what this means is if they take turn one and they use an extra turn, let's think, Lilius, we're thinking Rand, we're thinking Peyra, they take an extra turn on their turn one. Let's assume they take an extra turn on their turn one. He already starts with 50 fighting spirit. So then you go ahead and you hit with this S3, which he will be granted that multi-layer barrier. The S3 will defense break, and then on top of that, since he's getting double fighting spirit, he's going to get another 50 fighting spirit. And that would immediately have him ready to use his S2, his passive, the Hell Flame, or what's that called? Hell Flare. He'll be using Hell Flare on turn one, which is insane. Like, imagine if Milim could, like, I don't know, soul burn into her S1, S3, and then just activate S2 on the same turn. That's insane. That seems extremely strong. Wait, I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, guys. Seems extremely strong. And this cooldown is 4 turns after Mola. It'll be a 4-turn cooldown, which is kind of on the longer side of a cooldown. But I do like the skill overall. It seems very powerful, and then they're not going to be able to dodge it either. So those Aidens are getting blown out of the water. And oh, here I believe it does show the skill. So this here is the S3. So it's kind of sad. The S3 doesn't really have much of an animation. Let's see if we can get that damage. It's kind of hard to get. Sorry, guys. 10,972. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a defense broke after the damage applied. Okay. So a defense breaks after the damage applied, but if you go into the S2 right afterward, and you notice that he used that on a shoe. He did use that on shoe. Due to having that extra hit chance, it makes it less likely that he's gonna miss. Oh, and this is the skill one. Cuts the enemy to attack. When Craster is granted multi-layer barrier, increases the damage dealt. So that looks like a pretty basic S1. You can also soul burn it for 10 souls, which increases damage dealt again. And then the S1 is also giving the 25 fighting spirit. I think it's interesting that this skill does not also come with the same passive as the other skill. Like if he is granted a barrier, then I mean, granted his multi-layer barrier, then he will get double the fighting spirit. I think that was pretty strong and very good for his S3. It would have been cool to see it on this S1, but I mean that's fine. We don't need the character being too broken. And as of right now, he seems like he's gonna be pretty strong, and he has a place in the meta. I personally think he has a place in the meta, so I'm happy with this so far. They'll go ahead and show the S1 animation. Oh, I like that. Whoa. Whoa, that was a single target, right? Oh, he was on Crowd was on Aureus, that's right. Wow, 17k S1. He has attack buff. Lilius does not have defense break. 17k S1 with attack buff? That's kind of insane, right? Like, who do we know that's doing 17k on an S1? I don't even think Spectre Tenebria is doing at 17k on S1 on a non-defense broken target. Hey man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see what his artifact does as well, because I'm curious. I saw it proc before and give him attack buff. So his artifact, Benimaru's Tachi. At the start of the first battle, has a 50% chance to grant immunity, up to 100%. And when the caster does not have a debuff, has a 50% chance to increase attack. That's actually a really good artifact. Wow. Whoa, that artifact is busted. All right, so here's a problem with the artifact. I mean, as you guys all know, these pay to win artifacts, I mean, this hurts so much. Like they did this with Karina, like they put out her artifact, they give you like a great artifact. Like this artifact's absolutely broken, but the only way you can fully utilize it is if you max it out. And there's no difference with Benimaru's artifact. You need to max this out. You need that 100% chance. Don't get me wrong, 75% chance when you do a plus 15, it's gonna be okay. But in higher RTA, you gotta be able to depend on that immunity and that attack buff. I think the immunity is really good. It basically gives him an entire set. So he's gonna have immunity set basically without having to use the gear. That's so powerful. That is so when a character gets an entire set, just from an artifact or just from a passive or something like that, that is super strong. The excuse me, guys. The attack buff that's also super strong. It makes him more self-sufficient. You're not waiting. He's not waiting on getting attack buffer. He can already defense break. So this makes him a very viable damage dealer. He's gonna be extremely powerful, and I think he's gonna be used very often in the meta. So, anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts. If it's something that you guys would like to see, do you think you're gonna pull for him right away? His release date is going to be May 11th, so that's actually at the recording of this video. That's actually in 24 hours. So you guys need to get your bookmarks. You need to save them up. You need to get ready to draft this. Get ready to go ahead and pull him with your bookmarks. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. You guys are killing it on the videos, killing it on the likes, killing it on the subscriptions. So thanks so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.